Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, epidemiologist, biostatistician, faculty member, and in this segment I'm going to be going over something that I actually had received a request about is how to merge SAS files. Now, when you're merging files, you might ask the question, why would you have to merge files? One file should have all your data. So when you're thinking about primary data collection, that might be the case. You might have all of your data because there's not as many data points. However, when you're dealing with tens of thousands of points, then you have to be able to kind of merge different data sets to create your composite. The advantage with NHANES is that you actually have files that are quite organized and placed in here. So I'm just going to quickly run through this here. So this is the NHANES main website, and as you can see, you can kind of scroll down. Here are the dates and here are the years, and you can kind of select what you're interested in, and this goes really far back if you look. NHANES 3 came before 2000 anyway. So that's not the focus of this talk. What I actually wanted to go over is how to merge two data sets. So actually what I did is I already opened some data sets, or already downloaded some data sets. And what I want to do is perhaps open one. This is just to, as a note, side note, this is actually a data set that I've combined from 1999 to 2010. So there's basically all the variables. These are amassed over many years. So remember I was showing you about how to download data sets. Here is where I've downloaded a smaller data set. Everyone downloads the demographic data. However, when you're downloading, first of all, let me give you some of the steps that I didn't show you in the previous video. When you're importing, data, make sure, because those are in SAS format, so make sure that you're doing in that format. So this is the smaller data set that we have available. Usually what you do is you return to the other, take a look at the demographics. So this is a standard demographic data set. And what you want to do, remember I was trying to tell you how you would actually merge variables. That is always complicated. Because what you want to do is, here are the base variables. I mean, these are the variables that you already know: gender, age. These are all important, education level. So these are all important demographic variables. So this is why this is contained within one file. So what you're trying to do is merge this one with the other file that I just showed you. So let's go into, and even now I have to kind of look before I remember. So what I did here, just to kind of backtrack here, I went into data and then merge files, and then add variables. That's what we did. And then, so sometimes you might have a difficult time trying to figure out where to merge, so you want to make sure. Usually I would recommend naming this, because this gets confusing very quickly, because some of the places become different where you could procure that data. So this is, just make sure what the other file is, and then select continue. This is the file, remember. And then you'll have some of these variables here, and so you have, so I'm gonna just show you here how you would add those. So something in common you have is a sequence number. So select sequence number and hit OK. I'm not going to do that because and you want to make sure this is one-to-one merge, and the key variable is here, and then these are paired variables. So this allows you to kind of merge these by the key variable sequence number. Now, this is how you add variables. Now, if you want to add respondents, so that is when you're merging possibly multiple years, then you have to start to do something different. And I'm going to kind of show you what happens, but I don't have the data set to try to explain this in that way. So that was add variables. Now I'm looking at add cases. So you can kind of take a look here, add cases. And the only variables that are in the new active set are the ones that are paired. So if I go to do this, they get over here because they're not paired. So these are all the unpaired variables that you want to go over to this side. So sometimes what might be happening is that variables are simply paired or unpaired because the name has changed, and this happens in NHANES very frequently. So this is when you want to make sure that the names are changed and whatnot. And if you want to, if this is unclear, then you can indicate case source not really necessary, and then you select OK. And so this will then yield in the data set that you would want. Now this you would only do when you're trying to include cases, what I just showed you. If you want to include more variables, then you just match that by the sequence number. So that's the summary of what I've shown you in this video. I hope this made some sense. Thank you for listening.